Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Storied Church podcast. My name is Jason, and I'm so glad you are here. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen. If you're new and this is your first time here with us, I really hope you find your time with us meaningful. We would love to meet you and get to know you, and you can find a couple of ways to do that on our website at storiedchurch.org, at storied, S-T-O-R-I-E-D, church.org, or you can find us on social media, and we would love for you to follow us on Instagram and or Facebook at Storied Church. We hope that our sermons and our ruminations are thoughtful and meaningful reflections that help us take our next steps together on our journey. Enjoy. So I'm really excited about today. So we have, for the past few weeks, have had a hiatus in a way. We've been getting to know people in our community, how they became a part of our community, and so for you to get to know a little bit about their story. And so today we're going to take a few minutes before we sing today to get to know a little bit about Sarah. I think y'all gave the yard sale a bigger woo than you did Sarah. Sarah! Sarah is prepared. I have given Sarah questions, but we're going to scratch those questions. I'm just kidding. I want to begin by, how did you find out about this community?
So I came.
Yeah, you got to do the mic.
I came to the Dogwood Festival last year. I hadn't really done many things with the community. I've been here since 2007, and I figured I really need to do more with the community. It's been a journey for me, and I'll get to that. But I went, and there was the booth, and I got the little postcard thing, and went online and looked at all the videos that were there of the people speaking, and I think Krishna, I saw you and a couple other people, and so they were real and they were honest, and it just felt good and it felt right. And to hear about the things that you all did with church and volunteering and the community and the trackside, and I think that's the first thing that I came to was the trackside, and I was like, oh, a church that drinks. It's so great. They don't go and say, don't drink. They say, let's go and meet here. And it was great. And then I met Heather in her shirt that said, read books, stay weird. And I was like, yeah, that's me. And I came to two of the groups on the Sunday evenings. I came to Heather's and I came to Tim and Dawn's and maybe somebody else's. But it was good, and it felt right, and here I am.
Awesome. We're so glad you're here. And so this church, for some people, is not out of the box, and for some people, this church is different. What was different about this church?
It wasn't what I was used to. I grew up Roman Catholic in New Jersey, where there was no connection to my life from the priest who spoke about things, and he went like this, and you sang, and you kneeled, and it wasn't comfortable. And then I still did that when I came here for school, because that's what I knew. And then so basically since 1997, I've been trying to find a home church, and I thought I did in Greensboro, but then they wanted money, and people who I befriended kind of just ghosted me, which I didn't know the term then. And then I found another church here in Mebane, and it was okay, but it wasn't comfortable. And so I left, and then I still searched, and this is comfortable, and the people here, they give you peace, and they give you grace. And as Matthew West says, grace wins every time. And he kind of, his song and his journey and his songs have really helped to shape me and drive me. And that's kind of what I've looked for. I've looked for people who are just, they're being honest with themselves, they're being honest with their stories, they're being honest with the people, they're not going to be perfect. Y'all cuss. I cuss. That's wonderful. Y'all drink.
We are learning a lot of things about our church.
It's just so different, and there's some people who come to the trackside on Wednesdays, and that's how they join. There's some people who do the Sundays, and you don't have to be a part of everything as long as you're trying to be a part of something when you can, and you're doing the best that you can for you.
Awesome. Last week, we talked about surprising, just-in-time, right moment relationships that we didn't expect. Can you talk about a relationship in the community that has been meaningful to your life?
So I think I've got two major ones. Heather has really been there for me with understanding my journey. It's been a little different than her journey, but it's kind of been the same journey. And she's just been really open and honest. And she loves books and loves to be weird. And I'm definitely weird. I've been weird all my life, and it's okay. And then Leslie, who's not here, somebody went and said a few months ago, oh, you should go and meet Leslie. She's also a single mom. And I went, okay. Well, she also lost her husband. Okay. So I lost my husband unexpectedly back in 2019, and it was not fun. It's been a journey, and here we are. It's my daughter over there. And talking with her whenever I can. We've been over to her house. We've just shared our own stories. It's been, I don't know if the word nice, but it's been nice to know that there's somebody else out there who has been through what I've been through in kind of the same manner a little bit, and is still going through that journey and is still on that journey, and it's okay to not be okay. So.
Thank you. The last question that I wanted to ask is that today, in the past few weeks, we've talked about turning from the negative and instead focusing more on affirmations and strengths. What are some of the strengths that you bring to this community or to a relationship?
I kind of struggled with this question because I feel that I do have strengths, but I guess throughout my life where I've had people put me down along the way, especially when I was in elementary school, it's kind of hard for me to see my strengths and to be okay with them and to acknowledge them. I don't do affirmations, but I did start last night, so I think it's going to be a journey and a positive thing for me to go and do that. I feel to my household I bring, it's interesting every day because every day is a new day and a new journey, and I'm doing something new every day without my husband. But I try to bring honesty to everything that I do, whether it's in the home or my career or church. Like I said, I've been on a journey of a different kind since January of 2019, and it's not something I expected, and I'm still having to learn who I am. So I am learning my strengths as I go, but I am a problem solver. I've always been a problem solver. I like to, I see something, it needs doing. I just jump in and I do it. I love kids. I love high school. I love teaching high school kiddos. I love trying to get to know people. I know that I'm weird, and I think sometimes people that I am around don't like that, and so, whatever. But I try to bring my helpfulness and my problem solving and my love of hiking and the outdoors and just of life to people. And I just want to serve and try to be a good person.
Awesome. And what do you do for your job?
I am an EC teacher. That means a special ed teacher in a high school, Harbor High School. And I love my kiddos. I love my high schoolers. I've tried elementary. I'm not creative. I tried middle school. I could not deal with the drama. There was drama from the teachers too, believe it or not. So, more power to you if you can go and deal with those 6th, 7th, 8th graders, because they were awesome at your school. But now Amelia's going to be at my school with me, which is really cool and terrifying. But and it's a lot of work. I have to write IEPs and do things for the kids in the classrooms that I'm in. And sometimes every year I have different teachers that I work with. But again, I love problem solving. I love trying to get to those little things that the kids need. I don't ever shun them if they need a pencil. They don't have an eraser. Here's a pencil. Here's an eraser. Second day in a row, you forgot your pencil. Here you go. There's just some things that you don't want to make a big deal out of. And so I just try to be there for the kids. I never give up on them. I get a little huffy about third quarter when they're still doing the same things they did first quarter. But I never give up on them. I never stop loving them. And it's fun. But I need my summer, so I'm ready to get back to it and see my kids.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your journey. It was awesome.
Thank you, Sarah, for sharing a bit of your story with us.
Again, we want to thank you for listening today to the Storied Church podcast. We really hope that we get to meet you soon. And again, you can visit us at storiedumc.org, or you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We hope that you have a wonderful week. Hi, everyone. It's Jason again. And before you go today, I just wanted to take one moment of your time. Maybe you are a regular attender at Storied Church, or somebody that has found our podcast and you're just listening and you find it valuable. I just want to ask a huge favor. Our church is located in North Carolina, Alamance County, and we are one of the only open and affirming, reconciling, progressive, whatever word you want to label on that church here in Alamance County. And so we're just a really important voice of hope in this place. Every organization, including ours, takes funding, and the church has changed, and so we're trying to be creative in our funding. But I know it's a different ask, that especially if you don't live here in North Carolina. But if you would support us or consider supporting us with a one-time gift or even a monthly gift, it would mean the world. And thank you so much for even considering. You can give by going to storiedchurch.org/give. I hope you do. We would love your partnership and your friendship. Thanks again.